Good day, viewers. My name is Mr. Adebanjo. Winlola. Today, I'll be teaching us how we can download WAEC cars offline, how we can install it, and other dependency packages that the cars offline depends on for its full functionality, and also how we can use the offline WAEC cars offline to register students to take the cars of some students, and how we can upload it to the WAEC servers, how we can edit, how we can export, and so on. Right now, you need to connect to the internet. Then, after connecting to the internet, go to your browser and search WAEC cars. As you can see on my screen right now. Then after you might have you have this result I'm having on my screen. Then if you go down to downloads, WAEC download center, WAEC offline, WAEC cars online. If you click on it, then it will load, and then you can see setup and the file that you need to set up, and to download the cars offline. You can see we're having three software there. The first one is Microsoft.NET framework, Crystal Report runtime version, then WAEC offline version. Then you have to download all these three softwares. After you might have downloaded it, then you go have to install them. You have to download all these three software. Then after you might have downloaded it, you install them. The last one is the WAEC version cards offline we'll be using. This one particular one I'm alighting on. Then, but all these remaining two are the WAEC cards offline depend on these two remaining software for its full functionality. So we cannot use this without downloading these two and install them correctly. After you might have installed them, then go to after you might have downloaded it, go to the folder, the root folder where you downloaded these three software, then and install them. From I have them in my download directory, and you can see them right here. I have them. I have these are the three folders. I have Wire Cars, Crystal Runtime, Microsoft Dot. So I won't install them now because I've already done that before. I've already downloaded the three softwares, and they are already installed on my system. So now after you might have done with the installation, now you will have uh, you will have an you will have a shortcut on the desktop, and you will have I'm searching for it on my desktop. I just rearranged it. So you have something. You have this Wirecast offline version. So if you click on it, it will load, and I'll tell us the first thing you are going to do after you have this. So it's now loading, and these are the interface of the software is the Wirecast offline. This is the interface. So it's loading. Let's give it just few seconds. It's going to load, and then once it finish loading, you are going to see a dialog box which is going to ask you to register as a user. You have to register because I've already registered before. That's why it's showing me this wire capture login because I've already registered. So if you are as a new user, once it shows the dialog box, you have to input your username, then your password, and to confirm the password. Once you have registered, good. Then it will all this icon at the top here, school details, all the student, all these things will be valid. Right now they are not valid right now because you have not signed in. So once you register with a username that you want to be using, then that's the username you'll be using to enter to log in anytime you want to work on the class offline, then you have to generate a password and confirm the password, then log register. That's going to be done offline, not online right now. So like my own, I've already registered, I've already set up that, and and I'm going to log in now with my proper credentials. Then and then I've logged in. And once you can see now that all these icons are now valid now, they are now working perfectly now compared to before you log in. Now I'm going to quickly take us through this icon. Now after you might have registered after you might have with the further log, after you open this software, the further log is you have to register with a username password. Then the next thing is going to ask you is to update your school, update a school date, your school details. Once it tell you that, it's going to bring, once you it tell you that click OK, it's going to bring out this dialog box I'm seeing here. Or if it didn't bring it, go to your school details, then select the country, select the region you are working, the country, select the region, then select the region, select all the proper credentials before your school that want to work upon. Then after you might have done that, then you submit. Then after doing that as well, you will be asked to all you need to do next is to go to administration. Then what will you do? You click on update center details. Update center details. That's the next thing you need to do. Don't forget, in this school details, your school you are working on must have registered with WAEC, and they must have a car portal with on cars portal. They must have registered with WAEC on the. They must have a portal on the cars. They must have a cars portal rather on WAEC's website. So that means your school must have been registered with WAEC, and such you you'll be able to validate the name of the school. As you can see on my own now, I have a school here, if I could comprehensive school, because, and that's the reason why this thing is not valid again, because I've already registered a school. So once I click, okay, now once I click Nigeria as a country, then you can see the state is selected all the states for me. Choose your state. Then once you see your state, choose or you see all the name of local government first. So choose the local government you're working on. After you might have selected the state, then you name of the name of the schools with all their the center numbers are there. So choose it. Then school address, location, phone number, email, username is already there. Then contact name. You then click submit. It will be submitted offline. Then after doing that, you cannot go to that you cannot go to the administration, then go under the update center details requirement. If you click on it now, it's going you need to now this time around you need to be connected to the internet, because you can say require internet connection so as to validate the center you have already selected, so as to validate what you have already input in right here. So when you click on that administration, then update center data details. So it will update it clearly without anything. After that, then that is when you can now start registering students for class. Now this box here is where you can register students. If you click it, you can see the template. Here you can select pictures, input all the details, the subject combination. They are right here. Now, right now I'm going to close. I'm coming back there now. Before, if you want to register student for the class one, what you need to do is to know the year the student enter the S1. That will be the academic the beginning of academic that will be the year you are going to register them for class one. Then for an instance, then what we will do to set that, I will go to administration. You can see set active academic session. Now for the student I work on right now, the year of entering was 2018. and that's why you're having 218 here. For instance, I want to register another student in the which are in S, which begin their SS1 in 2019. I'll click on this 2019, then set academic session. Then once I set it, but I don't want to set it that so you click OK, then you set it, then you can now start registering students for the class one. Then how do you register student for class one? What do you do? Go to student and subject registration. Now you will see this dialog box. But before this dialog box, you need to have taken the picture of a student. You need to have taken the picture of students. So as I was saying, you need to have taken the picture of our students that you are working on current that you want to register for your cars. You have taken their pictures, and if you look at this student where you want to register them, you score that there is a format that is expected of you for the picture. You have 275 by 314 pixels, and the maximum size is 15 kilobytes. You don't need to be worried to be resizing the student picture one after the other. No, that's why this software is very, very huge and wonderful. What you do, go to the tools here, you can see resize photos. Then once you click on that, you will see. Now, if you're having like, let's say you're having 200 students that you want to register for class, what will you do? Just put all the picture in a folder, in a single folder. Then select the folder that you want to work upon. And for instance, now I have a folder on my desktop here that I call pic. This folder here contains some picture. Then let's say that's the folder I want to work upon now. Then I'll select the folder and I press OK. Going to show me something like this. No, you have a lot of pictures in this folder. Don't forget. I want to insert all of them at the same time. So when you show me something like this now, just press. You can see the dimension of the picture is there. No need to tamper with that. Then I'll just press resize. So it has resized all the pictures there immediately without any stress. It has resized all the pictures and it has added it to its own folder where it resized them. It is. I'll show you where the video, where the folders are right now when the time comes. So after doing that, I might have done that now. Then I can now start registering the student for the class one now. Class one, you can see here you have it class year one, and then you can see entry year 2018. The one I set, academic session I set then is 2018. You can see it written there. So what would the first thing would now, if I want to register a student now, and you can see that the name of my school is there at the top and their center number is there. So that means you need to do what I asked you to do in the first place. When you need to register the name of the school, validate it under the administration, then before you can start registering students. Now I'll select the picture that I want to work upon. Then those pictures I resize are inside my document. Then inside my document, if I scroll down, I will see WAEC cards. This folder is created there by the software itself. So when I click on that, it's going to open. You can see the name of center number. Then when I click on that center number, you can see resize picture. Click on it. It will show me all the pictures that I've resized. So now I can search for a picture now. Now when I pick that picture, I will press OK. It will show it will display here. You can see the picture, it will display here. But one thing I want to correct here is that if you want to register student for class now, you need to take the pictures need to be the student uniform, taking in student uniform and the white background. The picture should be white background, please. Don't forget that. So I'm just using this as an example now. Now you can see that it has accepted the picture. If it is not well sized or it's bigger than 15 kilobytes, it's going to reject it. It's going to give me an error. And if I've used the picture before, it's going to tell me that I've used the picture before. For example, now let me go back again and pick another picture that I've used before. Let me say Abba John. Let me do that. Okay, now I've not used the picture before. So now you can see the picture that I've taken now here, and that is correct now. Then what will I do? I can now start filling the details of the student. I can say John Hogbu. Ogbu. Then other name I can put Peter. Then I'll select the gender. Then if his person has a physical disability, I'll select there and pick one of them. But now let's say this person is normal. I'll pick the date of birth. Let's say March 22, 2004. So all these fields that are asterisk with red, those one are compulsory, but some of them are not compulsory, like full parent guardians, phone numbers, emails, they are not compulsory. So you can leave them. Then I will now go to the subject combination. If at the left hand side of my screen, to the right hand side of my screen, you can see that we have general, vocational. Once you have selected the right combination of subject, now all these things this general and vocational will tick. For example, now let me take the vocational. We call those subjects trade subjects. Now it depends on the student and the stage that he or she wants to do or is doing. For instance, now it's one of the trades is marketing. If I pick marketing now as a subject, now you can see that this vocational has been ticked, that it has been satisfied. So if this thing is not satisfied, that means you will not be able to register as well. Then I can now pick the many other subjects that I need. The maximum is, if you can see here, is 20, but depend on the combination of subject combination of the students. Now I can pick commerce, financial accounts. Let's say a student is doing those subjects. I can pick economics for commercial students, government. Then I can pick biology, and now I have 9 subjects altogether at this side. That's those subjects have been picked. Don't forget that initially 3 subjects were there before: civic, English, and mathematics. Those one are compulsory, and has been everybody must do that 3 subjects, and that's why it is there initially. It cannot be removed, it cannot be edited. So I'm to add those subjects that are not there to read for that particular student. Then once I've done that, I have 9 subjects here now. I confirm, the students too will confirm if it's correct or not. Then I will click on this icon there. I confirm that this entry are corrected. Then once I confirm that, I will click right submit. So you can see that please select a passport for the student, because it's saying that because the passport have been used before by students. So I'll go there again. Let me pick this new passport. That just says this one. I just let me pick this one now. So if I should click submit now, you can see it's going to show me a message now. Very soon, it's going to show me a message. The student John Oguo with card reference number has been saved. So that means that student have been registered. So you can start doing that over and over for all of the many students until you are done with registration for class one. Then how do we enter the scores for the class one? Because without the scores, you cannot upload the class one first. You can Without the score, you cannot upload it for class one. So what do I do? After registration here, I go to edit class. Then it will load. Then I'll select the year I'm working on for year one. Then 2018 is the entry year. Then it will load all the data the student have registered for me. You can see that I'm having total outstanding candidate of one. All the students are here that I've processed them, but this one I just registered now is one that this red one that is giving me total outstanding candidate one. Then how do I get that? I'll scroll down to the bottom of the list. You can see John Ogbu Peter, that's the student here. Then what do I do? Now when I click on it, it's going to open this dialog box for me. Then you can see percent aggregate, 100% aggregate year one scores. Then I can start inputting the scores. Let me say 75, 67, 17, 6, 88, 96, 77, 70, 65, 99, 66. So after doing that, I will click confirm that this box, then submit. Once I submit it, it's going to candidate available scores successfully updated. Now that means After doing that for all the students have taken their registration, then that means I'm good to upload this class one to WAEC server. And how do I do that? That is very simple. I told you in the first place that your school must have registered with WAEC, it must have registered on the WAEC CAS portal. Your school must have you registered, you must have registered with WAEC CAS portal. Then where you have your login details to enter, then school must have been given a generated pin to log into the portal, password and email. Then if that is the case right now, then what do you do to upload the class one? Go to administration, then you can see upload class detail online. If you click on that, you tell you need to connect to the into internet connection. Then if you have done your system is connected, please okay. It will check through if that's if truly your system is connected to the internet, it's going to check. So once it has validated that, it's going to give us a dialog box whereby we can fill in all the details of the school before it can now upload it. Now it's still checking if my system is connected to the internet. So once it has confirmed that, then it has confirmed that you can see. Then I'll select the class I want to hear, the first class one, then the year. Then I'll click on it like this. Then I'll check in to make this box valid. If I press continue like this, now you see what is going to be here. It should now give me this another dialog box to input all the credentials to that I will use to log in on the portal Wirecast portal, like the email that we used to register, the password, then the school pin. There's a pin they will give you the school, like 15 digits or 16 digits pin like this. So once you are put in there, you can now click validate user and upload. Because I don't want to do that now, because that student I've just done is not valid, and I don't want to upload that to the Wirecast server, so I'll cancel that because I don't need that. So after you might have uploaded it successfully, that means you need to upload class one for before you can do class two. That's very important. Upload class one online before you can do class two. Then after you might have uploaded the class one, then how do I get class two? You don't need to do first registration for class two because your student you have registered the student you have registered before I see on your system. So what do you do to register them for class two? Go to your administration again. You see uh, generate next class year entries, promote students. So this one you click on it, it will tell you that you have to pick the initial year that that your student the year you register them for the class one. Once you click class one, then the year, then what will you do? It's going to load. It's going to load all the students in that year. You can see can see on my screen right now. It has loaded all the students here that in a year that were initially in a year that have done class one in 2018. Then you can see that all of them are marked red, and these box are not marked. But you can see if you look at the last person I just did, John Ogbu Peter, his own is not marked red and it's thick. So that means all these red people have they have been promoted already to the next following the next class, but John Ogbu has not been promoted. So as an example, how do I promote John Ogbu? It's already marked. I don't need to mark it again. Just go to the this the top. I have uploaded the selected student to online portal. That is, I have uploaded this John Ogbu and all the other students I have worked upon to the online portal, which I told you you must do before you go to promote them to S2 to promote them to the next class. Then what do I do? I will check this button. Then it will now tell me to promote check students. So you can see I'll press yes. Then it's going to promote. Do you want to populate subject listing for the yes? Then it's going to promote. Now the system has promoted the student to the year two now. Now it's loading, promoting, it's still promoting student class details. So it has promoted the student now to the year two. Now you can see that there's no outstanding student there again. Then what will I do? I'll close this box. Yes, I'll close it. Then I'll now edit the class again. Which class do I want to edit? Year two, class two. That should be the next year, 2019 now, because I promoted the student. So it's telling me that I have total outstanding candidate one, which is person I just promoted to next the next year, and that's John Ogbu, and it's done under. So when I click on it, it's going to show me a dialog box just like in the when I was wanted to enter the score for the first year. Then I will also input the scores for the second year as well. Let's say 67, 77, 89, 87, 66, 57, 88. Uh, let's say I have 50, 76, 80, 50, 55, and 67. Once I've done inputting the scores, then I'll click that, then submit it as well, just like I've done. Now, after doing that, then you can now upload the student uh, you can now upload the second year class two. Now that you have done for all the students now, you will do what I've just did to for the what's it called, just did to Peter Ogbuna. You do it to all the other students you have promoted to the next year. Then enter their scores. Then you are now ready to take them to upload it to the portal again. So what do I do? Upload the class details online as well. Your system must be connected to the internet. So it's going to check if your system is connected to the internet. Once it is confirmed, then what do? I'll select the year. That's class two. Then 2019 now is the year. So I'll check the box, then continue. It's going to bring me to this dialog box where I'm going to authenticate this box by inputting the email of the portal on the my portal on, of the my portal on the Wirecast, then the password, then the school pin to validate the uploading. Then once I've done that, I'll click validate all user and upload it to upload it successfully. Then that is how to register student for class one and class two. Then how do I know the student have registered? How do I check? How can I see them? Of course, you can check them in this edit registration. Checks one, year one, 2018. It's going to load all the students that have registered. They are here. A lot of they are here with their class reference number. If that one is not, if you don't want to see it there, you can also print out like a PDF format of all the students you have registered. And how do I do that? Go to your report. Yeah. Then you can see click on that report. Then if you click on the report, you see class year, class year selected, class year, then select the year want to check, year one, entry year 2018. Once you have done that, now you have all these statements there: statement of entry, summary of entries, class listing, photo album. Anything you want to check. The first one is not available for the class one, but it's available for class two. Then I can check class listing, and once I click on it, it's going to load. It's going to preview the class listing of the student I've registered. Just wait a few seconds. It's going to load, and you see all the students you have registered. Still loading. Just relax. So it's loading. It's going to show me all the students I've registered, and these are details now. It's showing me their details. Sorry, I moved my mouse, so you can see this is the file, the PDF format of all the students I've registered with their subject combination, the year, and their reference numbers, their names at the top. This can be printed for the student to check before you even upload the thing online, so that there will not be error or mistake. So I have one out of 36 pages here now, so I can continue to move it to show me the now this is the last page. Then how do I can export this to my system as PDF format. Now what do I do? You can see on the top here you're having close export report. If I click on export report, it's going to tell me where do I want to save it. I want to save it in my document or desktop. Then change the location. Then use select write a name of the how you want to be able to rectify or recognize the folder or the file. I can say cars listening. Class listening one. So once I press save, it's going to export it, everything. You just wait a few seconds. You're going to see a report now that it has been file successfully exported. So now you can go to the location and check the file there. If I want to export the year two, class two as well, select the year two, the 2019. Also, once I can change this. So I can change it. If I click on class listening, it's going to load it for year two. You can see year two is written on the class here. You can see year two. Then you can export it as well if you want to export it and save it. Also, other things you can do here, you can also view the photo album of the student that you have registered. All the their photos, you can see it's loading all their photos with their names and their reference number, class reference number there. Also, summary of the entries as well. You can check summary of the. Just give me a minute, please. Okay, that's only available for class one. So let me go back to class one. Let's see what you have there. So I just wanted to show. I just want to show you what you have in this. It's loading. So you can see another way of showing the entries of the students. You can see this one contains the date of birth, names, and all their subject combination, genders. All this also you can export them at the top here. You have 1 to 9 pages. So export it. Also, it will you can use it to correct errors or tell the student to check if there's a mistake. Let's see summary of entries. Look at this one as well, another format. You can also check this one as well. This one does not have the subject are not listed there. So also these are the things you can do here. Export them for future reference so that you can correct the errors. So once you are done that, you can close the that. Then there are a lot of things you can do here. You can back up your what you have done. You can back it up to your system. Just click on it and it will follow the instruction. You can back up the entire database. You can restore after probably something happened to your system crash or something happened in the future. What will you do? Since you have uploaded the class one and class two on WAEC portal and you want to restore them back to your system, you can click restore from the probably if you back it up on your hard drive, you can restore them using this one. If you want to restore from the school data from online portal, you click on this one to take you to select the school. You want to select the school, then which year do you want to restore? And you can only restore a session, a full session. That should be 2018 to 2019. As what we have done. Click on restore school information. It must be connected to the internet. Then to check if you are connected to the internet. Then once it has confirmed that, then it will take you to the dialog box where you are going to input the school, what's it called, information details to confirm if truly you are the one working on it. Then once you have done that, so I don't want to do that now. I don't want to do that because I don't want to replace what I have on my system. Then I will close that. Just follow the instruction and you get that done. Then other things you can do on the just so no solve through the software is very loaded, is loaded, well loaded. School information, class details, student registration, just like what you're having here. Then your print report, I've talked about that. Set school default, I've talked about that. Export details, you're talking about that school. So virtually that's all we can do on Wirecast offline, and how we can upload it. Then I hope you really like the video, and if there's anything you really want to know that I've not made mention, or probably you are trying to work on it, you have an error message, or you don't know how to go about it, you can reach me on my phone number 08184193680 for clarification and other things. I hope you have been able to have been able to help you one way or the other on how we can use web cars offline and how we can upload and register students. So thank you for listening.